Okay. All right. So come sitting on your mat. So you will need to just have your blocks with you and a blanket, just so you've got everything close by. I'm going to start off sitting toes together, knees apart, stretching out as far as you can. Relax your head down onto the floor and just surrender. Completely relaxed. So today's class is all about let's get it on. So let's get it on. This class will be invigorating and awaken your entire body. So you'll be moved through integration of warm-ups into a creative and challenging series of asana flows. Just keeping your head down, keeping your eyes closed. Richard Branson says, screw it, let's do it. Just get on with it and do it. That's precisely what we're going to be doing in this class. Doing the best we can do, working through as many poses as we can, and just trying to enjoy it. So just stretching out and extending. Slowly coming up onto your fingertips, like you're clasping two oranges. And then walking over to the right side, all the way as far as you can go. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Once you're over to the right, I want you to lift up your left arm. Have a good stretch looking up. And slowly coming back down. Walking back to the center. And then over to the left side. And let's lift up the right arm. And looking up. Coming back down, walking back to the center. Nice, stretch it out. And let's make stop signs with our hands. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then placing down those hands, slowly coming up, bringing your knees directly underneath you, hands directly underneath your shoulders. And let's work some cat and cow here. So your back is nice and flat. Flat in the back, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding down, looking at the navel. Flattening out as you inhale, looking up. And exhale, working down. Last one. Inhale, up we go. And exhale all the way down. Come back to the center. Stepping your hands at one hand step forward. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees off the floor and push your hips all the way back. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Slowly start to bring your hips up to the ceiling. You're on your tiptoes. And let's drop our right heel to the floor. And now left heel to the floor, bending your right knee. Changing over. Working over, left heel down, right knee bends. Back over to the other side. And up onto the tiptoes. And working both heels down, just stretching into it. Pushing out from your heels of your hands to your elbows. Pushing your tailbone up to the ceiling. And heels straight down. Relax your head. And slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Bunion bones touch ankles apart. Release the head. And we're slowly going to bend the knees. And coming up into Uttanasana. So taking a seat. I'll just start getting undressed slowly but surely. Okay, so just taking a seat here. Pelvis forward, straighten it back. Let's clasp the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders back, and lengthen as you come forward. Just extending, like you're in a little ball, extending, really opening up those shoulders. Beautiful. Slowly up you come. Bring those arms up, keeping those knees bent. And let's open the arms, looking over to the right, keeping the hips forward. So make sure your hips are still facing to the front. Arms up and twisting over to the left. Hips to the front. Bring the arms back up to the center. Let's go once more to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Arms up. And bringing the hands down to the floor. Straightening those legs. If you can't touch the floor, hands onto your shins. Dropping your head down, Uttanasana. If you've got socks on, you can slowly start to undress and take your socks off. This is a good time. Releasing your head down, pushing your hips right forward. Hands into prayer position, shoulders back, lengthen through the spine, hinge from the hips. Up we come all the way, stretching all the way out to the ceiling. Big stretch. And arms coming down. So starting at the top of your mat, we're going to work into some sun salutations. So let's inhale, lift up those arms. And slowly working down, stretching the arms as far as you can in front of you. Hands to either side. If you need to bend your knees, you bend your knees. Then step back with our right leg. All the way. Flatten hands to the floor, step back left. You're welcome to drop knees. And chaturanga. Over the toes, urdhva up. Tuck your toes under into a down dog, stretch up. Look at the hands, right foot steps forward. Left foot steps forward. Head down, hands to prayer, and up we go. Coming down, hands front, hands side, inhale. Left leg steps back. Right leg steps back. You're welcome, drop your knees if you need to. Chaturanga, over the toes, urdhva up. And into your down dog, stretching out. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. Hands to pray. Up we go. Nice. Coming down. Stretching in front and to the side. Inhale. Right. Left. Down we go. Up we come. Into a down dog. Right foot stepping forward. Left foot stepping forward. Hands to pray. Stretching up. Coming down. Front and side. Inhale. Left. Right. Down. Up. Down dog. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. Hands to pray. Up we go. So we're just warming up the body a little bit before we get into our flows. Stretching forward, hands to side. Inhale, right, left, down, up, into a down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, hands to pray, stretching up. Nice. Front and side. Left back, right back, down, up, down dog, left forward. Keep the knee bent, right forward, keep the knee bent, and let's come sitting again into Utkatasana. Okay, from here we're going to open again to the right. Arms up. Opening again to the left. Beautiful. Arms up. Opening again to the right. Keep those hips square. So keep pushing your hips to the front. Up we come. And over to the left. Nice. Arms up. Bringing the hands down, straighten those legs. Nice big stretch. Let's jump back into our down dog. So into your down dog, stretch out. Bring your feet together. You'll take your right leg up to the ceiling. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. So really stretch it out. Bend your right knee and look underneath the armpit. Have a good stretch. Look at the hands and step forward with your right foot. From here, up you come, Virabhadrasana 1. So up into Virabhadrasana 1. I want you to straighten out the body. So get in a nice line from your fingers to your heel. Stretch. Hold in that core, lengthening into it. Thigh is parallel to the floor, knee is above the ankle. And we slowly take the arms back behind. Stretch. Let's bring them back up. And all the way back. Nice, all the way up. Beautiful. Coming up, Virabhadrasana 2. Drop the back heel, open to the side. From here, reverse warrior, so dropping down the left hand, opening up. Big stretch. Breathe. And now you cartwheel those hands down to the floor. So one hand, two hands, lifting up the back heel, stepping back into a plank, chaturanga, over the toes, Urdhva Mukha up, and into your down dog stretch out. Nice. Let's bring the feet together, left leg up to the ceiling. Bend the knee, look underneath the left armpit. Look at your hands, step forward left. All the way, get the knee above the ankle. Up you come, Virabhadrasana 1. Now moving your body forward, get into a nice straight line. Let's take those arms back. For 1. And up. And back for 2. And up. Lovely. Lift the body. Drop the heel, working into Virabhadrasana 2. And reversing. Beep, beep, beep. All the way back. Hold it. And then slowly cartwheeling down. So one hand, two hands onto the back toe, stepping back plank, chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha up, and into a down dog stretch out. Okay, that was easy. We're going to get a little bit more complicated. So right leg up to the ceiling. Bend the knee, look underneath the armpit. Beautiful. Stepping forward right. Up we come, you've got the basis of it. Leaning forward, nice straight line. Hold the core. Arms go back 1. And up. And 2. And up. Now, slowly, I want you to straighten both legs. Both legs straight. It's quite a big movement. Hold it there. Now we're slowly going to open up to the side. You'll notice your feet are perfectly lined up for Chitta Trikonasana. Quite a large, open, wide one, but it's a good one. Okay, let's stretch over to the side, coming down. If you need a block here, your block should be close by if you need one. Otherwise, let's just look up. Hold it. Up you come. Bend your right knee. Reverse warrior. It's going to get a little bit more complicated. We're going to cartwheel our hands down. And then you're going to come onto the back toes. You're going to shoot up your right leg up to the ceiling. And see if you can work into a plank. This is optional. You don't have to do it. You're working plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha up. And into the down dog stretch out. Beautiful. Let's work to the other side. Left leg up. Bend the knee, look underneath the armpit. You obviously know where we're going with this too. Okay, let's step it forward. Coming up. Now extending forward, getting to a nice straight line. Arms going back. Arms coming forward. Arms going back. Arms going forward. Beautiful. Straighten that front leg. Hold there for a moment. Now turning, back heel, opening up. Utthita Trikonasana. That front leg is perfectly 90. The back one's at 60 degrees. Stretching over, working down. Chin along chest, looking up to the ceiling. Or up to your thumb. If you're closing your right eye, you should see your right thumb. Hold and breathe. Up you come. Bending the left knee, arms up, and turning to the front. Sorry, I should have come down. And let's throw up. Don't throw up anywhere. Throw up your left leg up to the ceiling. Working into a plank, chaturanga, over the toes, Urdhva Mukha up, and down into a down dog, stretch out. Okay, lovely. You can take your toes together and you can have a little rest. First, intermittent rest. So every intermittent time that I give you, we'll be doing something fun. So have a moment, and then we'll start something fun. Okay, time pretty much done. What we're going to do is you're welcome to get a blanket, a bolster or something. You can place it in front of you just to protect your head because we're working into crow now. So we're just going to do a little bit of playing. What you're doing is you're going to place your hands down, flat on the floor. Your feet hip distance apart, which is 2 fists. Hands down. Inner elbows turned in. You're going to come onto your toes. You're going to bend your knees into the armpits. And you're going to think about putting some Velcro onto the back of the arms and onto the shins. You're going to try and get them on them. And then you slowly start to work yourself forward. See if you can lift one leg and then see if you can lift the other. I want you to try and work here so you have some balance. And you can just hold it for a bit. So I want you to find some balance, feet together, and hold. Okay. Play with it for a little bit. I'll show you different angles of it. So your hands are down, knees are up, working 1 foot at a time, and then lifting up the other. Try and get balance. Hold for as long as you can. If you find you need to put your head down, it's always great. You can use a couple of bolsters. You just grab one. A bolster is great to fall onto. So if you have not much control, you can gunk onto the bolster and then see if you can try and come back up. So just working with that and trying to get up. Keep the elbows in, straighten as much as you can. You're creating a shelf. So that's your shelf. You want to be able to put your knees onto the shelf and hold yourself there. You also want to be able to hang out there for a bit. So it's not just a second and it's not just a that and go. You need to get a little bit of control. So it's rather there, lift 1 foot, place down. Lift 1 foot, place down, 1, and then try working with the other. So trying to have a little bit of fun with the movement. See how long you can hold it up. And don't say that you can't do it, because you can do it. You just want to find a stability, so where you can actually stay there for a bit in the air and hold. All right. Okay. So now that we've had a little intermittent bit of fun, we're going to continue with our flows. So we come back. Let's stand up top of the mat. And let's work into some more flows. So let's inhale, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, coming all the way down, hands to the front, hands to the side. Inhale, step or jump back into a down dog, stretch out. So we're going to work again from the right leg comes up. Bend the knee. This time, I want you to look underneath the armpit. And we're trying to take a leg over into a wild thing. So you bring the leg down to the floor, lift the hips, bend the knees, stretch up, and extend over. Like you're giving your heart away, big stretch. Hold and breathe. Now slowly bring it back. Your right hand to the floor, lifting up that right leg up to the ceiling, big stretch. Step forward with the right foot. And up we come, Virabhadrasana 1. Let's go forward like we were earlier, nice straight line. Taking those arms back and coming all the way up. Arms back. Now what we're going to do, we're going to bring the arms up and we're going to Virabhadrasana 3. So get your balance on your right leg, up we come, arms back, hold it here. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Start to come up and wrap your left leg around your right. We're working to an eagle. So I want you to bring the arms up. Hold it there. Right arm comes forward, left arm goes under. Taking a seat. Hold and breathe. So just hold it here for a little bit. Nice deep breaths. Slowly release your left leg back into Virabhadrasana 3. And then hands to the floor into standing splits. Lifting up. Controlled, stepping back into Virabhadrasana 1. Arms coming up. Hands down, shooting back your right leg up to the ceiling. Lift. Working into plank, chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha up, and into a down dog, stretch out. Beautiful stuff. Let's work to the other side. So left leg's going to come up. You're going to bend the knee and look underneath the armpit. And controlled, taking that leg over into a wild thing, stretching it out. Lift your hips. Extend, lift the chest. Nice deep breaths. Bring back down. Left hand lifting up that left leg. Stretch. Let's step forward with the left. Up you come to Virabhadrasana 1. And extending forward in a straight line. Arms working back. Arms working forward. Arms working back. Arms forward and you're ready. Virabhadrasana 3. Up you come. Leg back. Flexing that right foot. Dropping the right hip. Hold here. Keep breathing. Focus. Very slowly, start to come up, bringing that right leg, wrap it around your left. Whoops. Bringing the arms up, cactus arms. Left arm forward, right arm under. And then taking a seat. Sure. Why am I falling over? Must be the wind in here. Hold and breathe. All right, slowly we'll lean forward. Going back into Virabhadrasana 3. Bringing the hands to the floor, standing splits. And stepping back into Virabhadrasana 1. Arms lifting up. Hands to the floor. Shooting back your left leg up to the ceiling. Into plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha up. Into a down dog. Stretch it out. Everybody good, I hope. Okay. Let's do one more nice fun one. Okay, right leg up. Bend the knee, look underneath the armpit. Let's take a leg over. Opening up. Stretch it out. Beautiful. Slowly bring the hands back down, lifting up the right leg. Big stretch. Stepping forward, right foot. Up you come, Virabhadrasana 1. Now let's extend forward. Arms work back. Arms work forward. Arms work back. Arms work forward. Straighten both legs. Lovely. Now we're coming into Virabhadrasana, to Utthita Trikonasana, opening up the legs. Hips square to the front. Working to Ardha Chandasana, half moon. So you're extending over, coming down. If you need a block, you're welcome to use a block. I prefer you to try not. So bend your right knee. Stretch out that right hand. Step closer. And then slowly start to lift. Extend. Hold and breathe. Nice deep breaths. Bring down your left hand, standing splits. Beautiful. We slowly will make our way up into a tree pose. So see if you can keep that leg to bring it up. Come up into a tree. Whoops. Arms up. Hold your tree. Just hold it for a bit. Keep that breathing going. And then slowly you'll take down left hand, left foot. Hold it together. And we're going to start extending forward, stretching forward. Stretch as far as you can. Natarajasana. Lift. Slowly coming up. Stepping back to Virabhadrasana 1. Hands to the floor. Shooting up your right leg. Into a plank. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha up. And into a down dog. Absolutely fantastic. Let's go to the other side. And then we have our intermittent fun play again. So left leg up. Bend the knee, look underneath the armpit. Beautiful. Let's start to go over into a wild thing. Stretch it out. Lift. Nice deep breaths. Slowly start to come out. Lifting up that left leg up to the ceiling, big stretch. Stepping it forward. Up you come to Virabhadrasana 1. And extending forward. Taking the arms back. And stretching forward. Taking the arms back. And stretching forward. Now start to straighten both legs. Nice. We're going to turn, opening up, Utthita Trikonasana. Extending over to the side. Bringing that hand down. Hold it there. You slowly start to bend. Left knee, stretch hand forward. Closer with the right. And let's see if you can lift. Try and get as high as you can on your fingertips. As light as you can, flexing to the back foot. If you can, you want to look up. And hold. Nice deep breaths. So we're going to work into a standing splits, bringing down. Right hand standing splits. Lift up. And we're working to a tree pose. So slowly bringing up that leg. Try not to touch the floor. Maybe your foot does not go into the knee. It's either above the knee or below. Arms up. Let's hold it here. Get your breath with this. Nice deep breathing. All right. Slowly releasing your right hand. You're going to hold your right foot, knees together. Working forward. Extending, stretch. Lengthen into it. Natarajasana. And slowly stepping back to Virabhadrasana 1. Hands to the floor, shoot up the left foot. Work into a plank, into Chaturanga, into down dog, sorry, Ujjayi Mukha. Toes together, knees apart. And it's your rest for intermittent fun time. So have a moment and relax. Okay, moment's over. So what we're going to work into, we're going to work into Bakasana. Obviously, there's warnings. So obviously, you can't do Bakasana if you're menstruating, if you have high blood pressure, if your neck's got a problem. Then you're just going to work into your normal dolphin and you're going to hang out here for as long as you can. Or if this is really uncomfortable, you can just go into a normal down dog. Otherwise, you're going to try and have some fun. You're going to bring your blanket, you're going to place it in front of you. And we'll try and work into that crow. The idea is to try and work into crow and then go into Bakasana. From Bakasana, lifting our legs up, coming back down and working back into our crow. You need to do it with a little bit of control. Yeah, a lot of control, I lied. I have a lot of control. So I'll demonstrate. You taking your feet hip distance apart. Hands down, you think of that triangle you've got built in front of you. Slowly onto the toes, onto the knees, elbows. You want to get a little bit of balance. You want to hold it there. When you come down, you're not falling down. You're coming down slowly. Get your back straight. Hold it here for a little bit. Straightening out. Then you start to lift the legs. Stretching up. Flexing into the heels, hold it there. Obviously, you'll stay a bit longer than I'm staying. Then slowly you're coming down, And then we're going to begin to work back into your crow. And then nicely to the floor. All right. Fun time. If that's not an option for you, you can just work into your normal asana. So placing your head, your elbows, and just working here. From here, you can work up or you can just stay here. Either or. So those are the options. I shall watch you and see how everybody's doing. So most important, you've got to work a lot of core. You're trying to lift your hips as high as you can. So it's not really resting completely on those elbows. Very important to keep the elbows in and tight and strong. And to enjoy it as much as you possibly can. Nothing like intermittent fun. One more minute. Okay. And then you all slowly come back down. Okay, we keep going with our flows. All right, so let's go back into your down dog, remove all your equipment. And let's stretch into your down dog. Nice big stretch. So we're going to start with feet together. You're going to lift up the right leg up to the ceiling, big stretch. Let's just bend it open and look underneath the armpit. Opening up those hips. And stepping forward, right foot. Up you come, Virabhadrasana 1. Working forward, extend. Taking those arms back, like we've been doing. And then lifting up. We're really going to work those shoulders. We're opening up the shoulders. Taking the arms back once again. And all the way up. Beautiful. Slowly going to place the hands down. And then we're going to shoot up that right leg. And I want you to lift it up. Work the foot down and turn over to the side. We're going to the side plank. Okay. Once you're here, you have a choice. You'll either just hold it there. If you can, you'll lift up the top leg. Oops, I'm going to get hold of it. If you can, hold it and breathe. Slowly placing it down. Keep that leg up. Onto the toes. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha up. Into a down dog. Stretch it out. We're going to step forward with our right foot to the outside, the right baby finger, and then lift to the other side. Time to work to the front so you can see me working here. All right, so here we are, like a big froggy, big froggy. From here, I want you to take your right hand and you imagine there's a candle in it. You're going to place it underneath. And you take your left hand and you take it behind and try and hold hands. So if you can't hold hands, this is where you need a strap. You'll take a strap and you'll hold a strap behind there. From there, we're going to move onto the left foot. So you move onto the left side and we start to lift up that leg. Lovely. So you'll notice my knee, back of my knee is in my elbow. Once you get this high, I want you to see if you can straighten up. If you need the wall to balance on, you balance on the wall. It's quite an advanced class, I know. It's a lot of fun we're doing. Slowly placing it back down, coming back down, placing hands down and jumping back into your down dog. So back into my down dog, stretch it out. We're going to work to the other side. So left leg up to the ceiling, bend the knee, open up, step forward to the left, up you come. Stretch the arms back. And let's stretch the arms forward. One more, stretch the arms back. And stretch the arms forward. Place the hands down to the floor. Now you take your left leg. You roll over and you're going to work into a side plank. If you can, you lift the top leg. We hold. Asana to your side plank. Beautiful. Place that leg down. Work back. And and chaturanga. Urdhva up. Into a down dog. And then you step forward. Left foot to the baby finger side. Right foot to the baby finger side. So I'll come, change sides. So I'm back to the front. I'm going to work to the other side. So you take now left hand underneath, right hand to the back. If you need your strap, grab your strap. Put all your weight onto the right foot this time and start to lift up that left leg. Woo, it's windy. Okay, I'll come back down and start again. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Do the best you can do. And then straighten that leg. Nice, coming back down. Placing the hands down. And you can jump back into your down dog, stretch it out. Feet together, right leg up. Bringing the knee in between the hands, kaput asana. Maybe you are kaput. So just stretching it out, swing up tall. Try and get the hips nice and square. Hands down the other side, stretching up. And slowly we're going to start to lift up the left foot. Left hand holds that foot, brings it in. So either you can just sit here. If you want to work into a full pose, you bring your foot into the elbow, hand behind and you hold. Nice deep breaths. And slowly release. Hands down, tuck toes, down dog, stretch out. Let's lift up that left leg. Bringing that knee in. Placing it down. Stretching out. Lovely. Sitting up nice and tall to begin with. And it slowly starts to lift. Right leg. Hold onto the right foot. You can. You want to go into the full pose. You're welcome to. Lovely. Placing hands down. Into your down dog, stretch it out. Slowly, we're going to jump ourselves through and come taking a seat on your bum into a Navasana. So sit up nice and tall, feet nice and straight. We should do a couple of boat poses. If your knees need to be here, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, you can straighten up. Then hands behind the head, working to a half boat. So coming down, feet in line with the eyes. Working down. Hold it. Up you come. Straighten the back. Hold and breathe. Hands behind the head. Working down. Hold. Up we go. Hold and breathe. Hands behind the head. Down we go. Hold it. Up we come. Let's do 2 more. Hold and breathe. Hands behind. Down we go. Up we come. Last one, I think it is. Hands behind. Down we go. And up. Hold into the knees, sit up nice and tall. Nice deep breaths. Lovely. Placing the feet into asana, soles of the feet together, knees apart. Sit up nice and straight. And we're going to open up our legs out to the side. Big stretch. We're not doing all the twists, we're just going to try and open up. So I want you to extend your hands out to your feet. If you can't get the feet, you're welcome to put a strap around both and just lengthening yourself forward. Nice deep breath. Slowly up you come. Help the knees. Bring your feet close to your buttocks. Buttocks towards the heels. Lying yourself down. Hands on either side. Feet are close. And we can tilt the pelvis. Lift up to the ceiling. Clasp the hands behind. Work onto your shoulders. And lift up a little bit more. Get a nice stretch here. Release the palms to face up. Come off the shoulders. And then roll down one vertebra at a time, pushing your hips towards your heels. Coming down to the floor. Once you're all the way down, open your feet. So you're moving your feet to the edges of the mat, knees still bent. Arms either out to the side or under your head, whatever's more comfortable. Drop your knees over to the right side. Right foot onto the left knee. Turn your head to the left side. Now place down the right foot, bring your knees up, drop into the left side. Left foot, right knee, turn your head over to the right. Releasing your left foot, release your hands, bring your knees to your chest, give it a nice hug. Hugging tight at the shins. And it's working to a nice happy baby, making sure your tailbone down, your shoulders are down, your back is nice and flat. Hold it there for a moment. And then you can stretch out whatever direction you want to stretch it out, roll it out, have a good stretch. And let's get ready for relaxation. So make sure you put some warm clothes on. And make sure you're comfortable. Okay. All right. Just lying down, allow your feet to fall out to the side, your palms going to face up, eyes are closed, tongue falls to the back of the mouth. Just allow the facial expressions just to relax, everything just to surrender. As you close your eyes, and let's get it on. I've been really trying, baby, trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel, baby, then come on, oh, come on, let's get it on. Now, babe, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Get it on, baby. We're all sensitive people. So much you can understand me, sugar. Since we got to be here, let's live. 'Cause I love you. There's nothing wrong with me. Loving you, babe. No, 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 no. Giving yourself to me can never be wrong. If the love is true, Tony, you know how sweet and wonderful life can be. I'm asking you to get it on me. I ain't gonna worry, I ain't gonna push you, baby. So come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Stop me around the bush. Hey, get it out. Oh, oh, let's get it on, baby. Let's get it out, oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And slowly start to wiggle your toes. Rub your thumbs over your fingertips. Turn your head from side to side. Take your arms and stretch them over your head. Have a good yawn and a good stretch. Slowly bring your knees to your chest. And roll over to your side. Life is a long journey between human being and being human. So let's take at least one step each day to cover the distance. Slowly come to a seated position. May there be peace to the north, peace to the south, peace to the east, peace to the west, peace above, peace below, peace within and peace without, and most importantly, peace with you and your family. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody.